Alright, let's get down to this story. Warriors of the Steppe, by the grace of our most radiant brother, you will not die this day, but instead be granted an opportunity to contribute to our cause. Rejoice, for this is a great honor indeed. Serve well, and you will be rewarded. Question, you keep calling Magna your most radiant brother. You're not related or something, are you? All Oronir are descendants of Father Azim. But if you mean to ask if our mothers are one and the same, then no. The most radiant is the elder brother to we younger, the most strongest, and most deserving of respect. No more interruptions. Your duties are as follows. You, the red woman, you will milk our beasts. To grow strong, one must be well fed, and we have great need of kumis and cheese. Kumis. Is that it? I mean, I'm not happy about all this, but I suppose I can go along for now. You, the one who lumbers as a mountain. An old warrior, I see. We have arms and armor in need of repair. Go and speak with our menders. I have no talent for delicate work, but if that is your wish, then so be it. I'm gonna mess up all these voices after not doing them for like a week. You, the insolent fool. As for you... This one carries the fire. The Budugo would take his measure. Seek my comrade outside tending to the stores. He will give you your task. You will know him by his cloth. Unlike they of the yellow, we are of the green. I, for one, would welcome the opportunity to learn more of the Buduga and their ways. It would be an honor. We shall speak of your task outside. With me. I always wanted to try what kumis tasted like.
Kumis?
Yeah, it's like a fermented milk beverage.
Huh. Kind of like kombucha?
Yeah, basically, but made with milk. Your name, foreigner? Green then. What a silly name. You ought to dive into the Azim Cut, below the Dawn Throne, and gather salt grass from the lake bed. It is an invaluable ingredient in many medicines. 8 bundles will you bring? You don't need to dive deep to attain which you seek, but that shall pose no trouble for a true warrior, no? Some say that the dominion of the Dawnfather and the Duskmother does not extend beneath the water, but ours does. Indeed, the Oronir fear not above nor below. Speak with the god to descend. We shall speak again when you have finished.
You didn't call my name weird.
Well, because you're not named after a color, Kier.
I mean, what's wrong with being named after a color?
Good point. I mean, in real life, there has been a person who was named after orange. Yes, I know who you are. You wish to go below? Leave it on throne. He returned, and with sword grass in hand? That you would immerse yourself in the depths is a testament to your bravery. Well done. Lest you wonder, we will use it to prepare potions to induce paralysis. In the Nadam, we must use every means at our disposal to delay our foes. He who inscribes his deeds upon the sacred ground shall be declared the victor. However, none may know this place until the Garl have scattered the soil. It matters not. We shall be as swift as stallions and fierce as Baras. The steppe will be ours once more. Your tribute is accepted. You will return to the Most Radiant, and you may beg a boon. Actually, no, you can turn off the mountain music.
Yeah, the mount music. Sorry, I thought you said mountain music. I'm like, what?
I'm sure you could probably turn off the mountain music too.
Oh, probably not without mods. Which mods are bad.
Am I to understand you have completed your tasks? I know not what yours was, but mine was surprisingly simple. They bade me carry various goods and sundries from the storehouse to storehouse. Alas, it was difficult to learn much with all the Boudica swarming around me. Oh. Implications. You dove deep into the waters to harvest swordgrass. I see. That is well. Most Radiant Brother Magni, we have given you tribute as demanded, but we beg to leave to depart with our comrades. Would you consent? We never intended to press you into our service, and tribute offered in good faith cannot be denied. To grant you not in return would be an affront to Father Azim. However, the boon must be proportional to the supplications. What you ask far exceeds what you have earned. Surprisingly reasonable tyrant. To an extent. Then if we must remain here, would you at least permit us to learn more of your people and your ways? Ian, what are you up to? Timlun Hatun taught me about the fraction, you see. How this world born of the gods was to be their battlefield, their creations to fight in their stead. How Azim, father of the dawn, who birthed the sun, and Nama, mother of the dusk, she who birthed the moon, made the Al-Ra. Yet though these children wore for a time, eventually they laid down their arms and came to love one another. And so the gods bequeathed this world to their children and ascended to the heavens whence they came. Those born of the Dawn Father were called Orion, and those born of the Dusk Mother were called the Zayla. So it was, and ever after. But I say to you, Brother Magni, how can this be? How can Oronir be children of Azim if they are Zayla born of Nama? You amuse me, Doman. How you wield your ignorance as a weapon. Very well. I bid you speak with our elders and learn the truth of this world. Hooray, more lore. I like lore.
I imagine so.
Why do you imagine that?
I mean, your sense of hobbies and shit.
Oh.
I need to pull the sword. I swear way too much.
It's fine. It's an 18+ stream anyway. Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't have a pool I can make into a hot tub stream, so.
Don't you dare. Hot tub streams were so 2022.
Still going on, aren't they?
Is it? I know what you're thinking. And yes, I could have probably convinced him to let us go had I handled that differently. But then we would have learned naught for our troubles. If there is one thing to know, is that men of faith yearn to share it with others. And in learning more of their beliefs, we may learn more of other things. Things which may prove useful in the Nadam. When I was carrying out my tasks, I met an elder, a storyteller named Udatai. Perhaps he can be our teacher. I can spare no time for you. Other troubles demand my attention. What troubles? What ill fortune has befallen you? Not me, but my lambs. Some few wandered far and have yet to return. Mayhap they will return to their mothers in time, mayhap they will not. Perhaps you can help? If we must, then we must. Let us be about it, Green. Warrior of light, slayer of primal, savior of worlds, and herder of sheep. Greetings. I trust all our little explorers are safely accounted for. That they are. My thanks to you, Doman. Now, you had questions for me? Aye. I would know more of the Oronir, of their creation, and of Father Azim. As you wish. Come, let us sit. Before we begin, tell me, what do you know of the Aura and how today came to be? The Ryan were born of the Dawn Father and Zyla of the Dusk Mother? Yes, a common tale and one believed by many tribes. But what it does not mention is this. Azim and Nama were lovers. Oh, they fought in the beginning, as did their creations, that much is true. But when they saw how the Zayla and the Ryan rose above their hatreds and joined hands in harmony, their hearts stirred, and the love for their children shared became theirs as well. Alas, he was of the sun and she of the moon. Apart they must remain, lest day and night cease to be, and with them all creation. With sadness in their hearts they returned to the heavens, he to this day, she to the night, destined to walk before and after, never to meet. As time passed, Azim's yearning for his beloved grew deeper still. Was there truly naught that could be done, he wondered. At last he knew. If the father cannot be with the mother, then he shall go amongst her children now and ever after. So it was that Azim took a fragment of his being, and with it fashioned an avatar. Clad in scale of midnight he descended, and sought out the Zayla. Yea, he was the first Oronir. We are of his flesh and blood. We are the children of Azim, and it is our duty to watch over and keep the Zayla safe. I confess, I did not expect the tale of your people's beginning to be quite so romantic. Yet I must ask, if it is your duty to defend the Zayla, how can you go to war with them in the Nadam? Is that not a contradiction? If a father disciplines his son, does that mean there is no love in his heart? Zayla are not wont to kneel. They must be made to. Only then will they heed reason. I see. Such is the way of the steppe. Thank you, Elder, for sharing with us your wisdom. Eager to depart. There you go. You would do well to hear the end of my tale. When Nama looked down and saw the avatar of Azim, she knew him at once and shed tears of love and longing. When they struck the earth, they rose anew, as a counterpart to the Oronir, their fates entwined. So you see, every son of Azim is a daughter of Nama for whom he must search, even now. Mayhap I am being overly optimistic, but I sense that these Oronir may prove loyal allies to Doma under the right circumstances. Their arrogance is rooted in the belief that they must act as caretakers of all Zayla. Therefore, if we can prove to them that we come as kindred spirits, seeking to defeat a common foe... But mayhap this is a discussion for after we win the Nadam. Come, let us return to Magni. You shine with the light of newfound wisdom. Could it be that you have at last accepted the supremacy of the sun? No matter. You have each completed your tasks and proven yourselves deserving of mercy. However, if it is freedom you desire, then there is one more thing you must do. A pity you will not pledge yourselves to the sun. You might have proved useful in the coming Nadam. Nevertheless, I will permit you to return and fight for the mole. Their cause is futile, win with or without your assistance. However, you must first complete a final task, as was my decree. You will reconnoiter the encampment of the Dotharl.
I had to look up what that word meant.
I think it's like scout out, reconnaissance.
Yeah.
Yeah. For this task, 2 will go, and 2 will remain. Should the 2 who embark upon this expedition choose to flee, or be captured or killed by the Dotharl, and the others will be taken as slaves and serve the sun unto death. Better not fail then, eh? Question is, who should we send? That is not for you to decide. All of you have conquered Bottom's metal and proven yourselves warriors of the steppe. You should all be equally capable of carrying out this task, and therefore, you should have no objections. I don't understand this gesture.
Nor do I.
The first choice of hostage shall be mine, though it is hardly a choice given the circumstances. It's gonna be Lise, dang it. The Red Woman will remain. Doubtless you are not the moon I seek, but stranger tales have been told, and the men are of no use to me. You may have your pick of the men. Yes, yes. What are you looking at?
Very different scene.
I'm sorry?
The scene is very different. For me, it was him saying whether or not I was the moon.
Probably because there are different scenes for men and women, I guess. A Firewalker. Yes, this Doman is my choice. Ha! I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. Mayhap both. I'd hoped to see these undying ones for myself, but it seems it was not meant to be. I know you will be fine, but permit me to wish you luck all the same. We will return soon, my lord, but if the Kami are unkind and we fail in our mission, then do what you must to survive. For Doma. Dotharl Ka lies far to the south, where the grass turns into sand. Return with valuable knowledge, and all will be free to rejoin the mole. Now go. Have no fear, my friend. We shall see them freed soon enough. Let us quit this place and speak of our plans outside. See, Kotetsu thinks things through. He speaks of plans outside.
Drastically wiser.
Apparently. Tis plain they hope we will never return. I shall enjoy disappointing them. According to my map, there is a colossal wreck to the south, which should provide a vantage point from which to survey Dotharl Ka from afar. Let us go and do just that.
How do I... Oh, look out. Oh boy, I sold something.
Ooh.
Tiger skin grimoire.
Over there! Look! Those men are in danger! Ah, too late for one, perhaps, but there's still yet time to save the other. Come! We cannot abandon him to his fate. I owe you my life. Nay, friend, think nothing of it. But I but wish we had come sooner. I knew at once he was dead. It would come as a scant comfort, I fear, but I slew the beast responsible. Nay, there is no way for a Dotharl to die. What is this? Who are these outsiders? Oh, it's a woman. Sadhu Hatun, forgive me. We're returning from our hunt when we were caught unawares by Manzasiri. These ones saved me, but Yeser is... Who are you? Why have you come? Not to cross these lands, that much is certain. I've heard tales of travelers in league with another tribe. Are you they? Who do you serve? Answer me. If I may begin to answer your questions before you ask more, we are friends of the mole, and we are come to see the strength of the Dotharl for ourselves. A mole? The little lambs who wander to and fro at the behest of their gods? What fools you are to share the soil of such weaklings. Next you will tell me you wish to fight in the Nadam. Ah, so you do. That is unexpected, yet not unwelcome. I am Sadhu, Hatun of the Dotharl. For your deeds I grant you the leave to walk among us. Come, look on our glory and despair. We fear no tribe, least of all the mole. Though, if you were the Oronir, I would burn the flesh from your bones here and now. That's a bit extreme, lady.
Yep.
You can stand, yes? See to the corpse. Yes, Hatun. So that is the leader of the Dotharl. Clearly not a woman to be crossed. But how callously she spoke of her dead. See to the corpse? Surely this warrior deserves better than that. Forgive me, Green, but I cannot in good conscience ignore the callous disregard that the woman showed for her kinsman. You must seek her out at once, with me. Oh. Let's see how far off I am.
How he died matters not. Gesser was a great warrior.
Not soon enough, Hatun.
Oops.
The Nadam is nearly upon us. Mayhap we should counsel restraint until after.
I do not understand. If Gesser is dead, how should he return?
Silence! You come to spy on us, knowing naught of our ways.
We know you are fearless, and that you are called the Undying Ones.
That is true. None are braver than the Dotharl, for we do not fear death. With death, a warrior must dance boldly, fearlessly, for thus does his soul burn bright. Then, in death, his soul shines white, exalted. The flesh rots, but the soul endures. And ere the seasons have turned, so he shall return, When he is glimpsed in the eyes of a newborn, he is blessed with the same name, that he may grow into a great warrior once more.
You mean to tell me these newborn babes and fallen warriors are one and the same? Madness!
No, that's her staff.
I gave you leave to observe, not to insult our beliefs. Have care what you say. Otherwise, do as you will.
Such contempt as was in their eyes I have never known. But for the soul to live on, as they say, is not something I can so easily accept. Do they truly believe this? All of them? That in death that there can be rebirth? Retribution? In any event, we came here in search of information. Cannot leave without speaking with our people. I know you. Reunion. The travelers with the mole girl. I marked you after I left the Oronir. The ones from Doma, others I could not place. My name is Coco. Welcome to Dotharl Ka. Coco sounds to your ear the name of a woman. Well, of course. That would be because it is. I died a woman and was reborn a man. It is of no moment. The soul is the soul, and flesh the flesh. Perhaps you scoff. Many would. Many look only into the name and the flesh, and let these things dictate their perceptions. Consider Sadhu Khatun. 3 times before she died a man, yet she returns as a woman the 4th. Yet she is no less fierce, and any outsider foolish enough to think so will learn the truth to her peril. The cycle of death and rebirth? It is simply that. Take me. I died in battle with a hot go. Fiercely did I fight, and so I returned. Alas, we know not of our past lives. I must learn what it means to be Koyar again and again. It's difficult to remember everything, but important. Impressive, is not? 'Twas slain by my boy. We were childhood friends, he and I, before he fell and returned. Master of the bow, it is good to see that he retains his skill. Ah, Green. Have you completed your inquiries? Aye, it is as she said. They believe with every fiber of their being that their bravest warriors will be reborn. As for me, I have served some of their warriors at practice. They are as formidable as the Oronir, perhaps more, and their weapons are as equal as well.
Speaking of Aether Currents.
Yet while they not lack in skill and resources, it's plain to see that their numbers are inferior. This has been an educational experience, to say the least. Yet everything we have learned is common knowledge to the people of the steppe. Will not be enough to earn our comrades their freedom. Not less than the Dotharl's plans for the Nadam will suffice, I fear. Well, I have never been one for skulking about. I will go to Sadhu and see what secrets I can prise from her lips. The spies return, and they have let not. Mayhap so, but no longer. Though you hide it well, I know you have devised some manner of cunning stratagem for the Nadam. Out with it, I say! We are what you see, Doman. We are the Dotharl. Others rely on tricks and traps, subterfuge, lies. We have need naught but our own strength. We meet the enemy in battle and kill him. That is why I cared not what you did from the first. That is not for you to learn. Tell your masters to meet us on the field and make ready to ride with their ancestors. Your confidence is plain as your strength. Yet you are not the most prosperous of tribes. The mole you mock are few, but so too are you. Why? Though a glorious death is to be celebrated, it is yet death. While we kill many, many are killed in turn. In the wake of our battles, the soil drinks deep of the blood of the fallen, their bodies piled high. Not all are born again, only the bravest. Yet one cannot return unless there is a vessel to inherit the soul. And if warriors die ere they birth children, then that is that. Even the brave warrior who finds a vessel will for many years remain a shadow of his former self. It falls to his elders to endure until he is ready to accept his responsibilities. Ever will we meet our enemies in battle without fear. Such is our way, even when our numbers dwindle. If we die, so be it. But know that we fight to live, not to die. Dotharl train and make ready for the day, but do not rush to meet it. Not until we have done our duty. Sadu Hatun, Geser's body has been given to the sands. Then our part is done. Rest, warrior. The Nadam draws near, and you will need your strength. If you intend to fight in the Nadam, you should return to the mole and make ready. But know that when next we meet, you and yours will die. Or you could fight for us and live. Think on it, travelers. We shall. But if you would permit me a final question ere we part. Where is this place that Geser has been laid to rest? Though I knew him not, I was there at his end. I wish to say a few words. Rice for the flesh. I have heard of this. Madness, I say, for his body is of the earth now. He will not hear you. But you may speak to the sands. Look to the west. Make haste, for the Gedan may already have caught his scent. My apologies, Grain. This will but take a moment. I guess instead of sky burials, they do sand burials.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with
Makes
sky?
sense, though.
Are you familiar with sky burials?
No.
It's basically a step thing where they would take bodies of the dead and tie them high up in the mountains and let the birds feast on it.
Oh.
So they may become one with the
Lovely.
sky. Yeah. So I guess in parallel to that, they leave the body out here for the beast to eat.
Left for the vultures. It seems an insult to the man. But the soul lives on, they say. These bodies, no more than empty husks, returning to the earth. Seen through those eyes, I suppose the sight is almost comforting. Pardon me? When first I heard the tales, I could not help but scoff. Another queer tribe, I thought, with still queerer customs. Yet having borne witness to their rites, I cannot deny there is a certain logic to it all. A samurai will die for his lord without hesitation or regret. But this is not because he delights in such sacrifice. It is because he has faith that his death will serve a higher purpose. There is an awakening in that instant. when the heart sings, and the blood burns, and his soul finds peace. There is comfort in that. Nay! We dare not permit ourselves that luxury, my friend, tempting though it may be. Not while our loved ones yet remain in chains.
Well then, we must all be on our way. Even Gesser. Let us return to the Dawn Throne and pray that our tale is enough to satisfy our most radiant taskmaster. Meanwhile, deep within the Dawn Throne,
Well, if there is a way out, I can't see it. Shame we didn't learn much before they locked us up.
'Tis little wonder the Oronir won the last Nardum. These people leave naught to chance.
Hien, I've had something on my mind for a while, and now... In Alamigo, where I was born, I found it strange that for all the people who supported the Resistance, there were just as many who didn't. But then we came to this part of the world and met with the Confederacy and lots of ordinary domans, and almost every single one of them seemed content to just put up with things, no matter how bad they got. They all had their reasons, of course, and it's not like I don't understand them, but the thought of it made me so angry. After everything they'd been through, everything the Empire had done to them, how could they not rise up? How could they not fight back?
People are pragmatic creatures at heart. They hold on to hope only until they taste true hardship. Then comes fear and regret. Safer not to dream, they conclude at last. For even should a day go by without some new disappointment, the next will only bring more of the same, and so they choose the more sensible option. They learn to abide the indignities and injustices, the pain and the shame, to accept them as normal. Such is the lot of most men. One cannot expect to spur them to action at a moment's notice. But if one who has known their pain can convince them to strive for something greater and rekindle the fire in their hearts, then they will remember what they have lost, and they will rise.
I had someone like that once. I didn't know who I was or who I wanted to be, and he risked his life to show me the way.
Then honor him by doing the same for others with all your might and main. You know, when my homeland fell 25 years past, I was still in my mother's womb. Never have I known a free Doma. But my father did, as did many of my fallen comrades, as do many of my people now. It may be no more than a dream to me, but if I do not chase it...
God damn it.
The way you carry it all, you're just the same.
Hmm?
Oh, no, not me. Definitely not me. I meant the Warrior of Light. Out there, somewhere. Doing what needs to be done. I won't have you put me to shame any longer. I'm going to seize the future I want with my own two hands